Now, today's thought of the day: walking for mental clarity. Raise your hand if you have ever had your best ideas in the shower. I'm one of them. Keep it up if you've solved a problem while driving that you couldn't solve at your desk. And raise both your hands if you have ever paced around your room while thinking through something important. Thank you. Thank you. Now, here's what's happening. When the mind is stuck, move the body, clarity follows. And today we are going to explore the most underrated mental health tool that costs nothing, requires no equipment, and is available 24 by 7. And that is walking. Just imagine this: you are staring at a problem. Maybe it's a work project, a relationship issue, or that college essay that's due tomorrow. And you've been sitting there for an hour, maybe two, and your brain feels like a computer with too many tabs open, spinning, but not processing. Sounds familiar? We call that buffering. And here's what's actually happening in your head: your prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain, is overloaded. It's like having a meeting where everyone's talking at once and nobody's listening. And the harder you try to think your way out, the more tangled you become. But there's something fascinating. The moment you start walking, your brain chemistry changes. And within minutes, walking increases something called BDNF, that is brain derived neurotrophic factor. Now, think of it as a fertilizer for your brain cells. It literally grows new neural connections. And the teenager struggling with anxiety about college applications, or the parent trying to figure out how to have a difficult conversation with their spouse, the professional stuck on a creative project, they are all experiencing the same thing, exactly the same. That is the mental traffic jam. Walking is like traffic controller for your thoughts. It doesn't force solutions, it creates space for them to emerge naturally. Charles Dickens, the celebrated author, walked 30 miles to London every day. And Steve Jobs, the Apple CEO, held walking meetings. And Einstein, who doesn't know him, called his daily walks sacred time. And these weren't just exercise breaks, they were thinking sessions. And let me blow your mind with what happens when you walk. Walking boosts creativity by 60%. The University of Stanford researchers proved this. They had people take creativity tests sitting down and then walking. The walking group consistently scored higher, not 5% higher, not 10% higher, 60% higher. But here's the beautiful part: walking calms your mind while simultaneously energizing it. It's like having a conversation with your nervous system. Your heart rate increases just enough to pump more blood to your brain, but not so much that you feel stressed. Your breathing deepens naturally. Your cortisol, that stress hormone, starts dropping. Think about the last time you felt overwhelmed. Maybe you were a teenager dealing with friend drama, or an adult juggling with deadlines and family responsibilities. Everything felt urgent, everything felt important, and everything felt impossible. And now imagine this. Instead of sitting there, spinning your wheels, you put on your shoes, walked around your neighborhood for 20 minutes. And what happens isn't magic, it's neuroscience. The rhythmic movement of walking activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode. Suddenly, that problem that felt enormous starts to feel manageable. And walking doesn't just clear your head, it organizes it. It's like having a personal assistant for your thoughts, filing away what's important and discarding what's not. So, now let's talk about the secret weapon. Nature plus walking equals emotional release. And there's something called forest bathing in Japan, spending mindful time among trees. But you don't need a forest. A park works. A tree lined street works. Even looking at the sky while you walk works. And here's what happens when you combine walking with nature. Your brain produces less cortisol and more serotonin. It's like switching from anxiety radio to happiness radio in your head. The teenager feeling overwhelmed by social media comparisons takes a walk and suddenly remembers there's a whole world beyond their phone screen. The parent feeling trapped by responsibilities walks past a garden and remembers they are part of something bigger than their daily stress. And nature has a way of putting problems in perspective. That argument with your friend, still important, maybe not world ending. That work deadline, still real, but maybe not worth losing sleep over. And that college rejection, still disappointing, but maybe not a life sentence. I once knew a student who was having panic attacks about exams. Every time she sat down to study, her chest would tighten, her mind would race. Her solution? She started taking her textbooks to a park bench. She would walk there, sit for a bit, and then walk some more while thinking about what she read. And the combination of movement, fresh air, and natural light became her study strategy. Her grades improved, but more importantly, her anxiety decreased. Nature doesn't judge your problems, it just holds space for them. So, most people walk while thinking about everything except walking. They're planning dinner, replaying conversations, solving tomorrow's problems. That's fine, but it's missing the deeper magic. So, mindful walking is different. It's noticing your breath without changing it. It's feeling your feet touch the ground, heel, then toe, and it's hearing the sounds around you, birds, traffic, your own footsteps, and of course, the rustle of leaves. And mindful walking turns your walk into meditation, I should say, in motion. Your teenager brain, constantly buzzing with social anxiety, with future worries, gets to focus on something simple: step, breathe, notice. Your adult brain, constantly managing a million details, gets to focus on something basic: present moment awareness. The beautiful thing about mindful walking is that it trains your brain to be present in other areas of life too. The same attention you give to your footsteps, you can give to conversations. The same awareness you bring to your breath, you can bring to your work. And here's your assignment for the day, and it's non negotiable. Go for a 20-minute walk alone, no phone, no agenda. I know what you're thinking. 20 minutes? I don't have 20 minutes. But you have 20 minutes to scroll social media. You have 20 minutes to worry about things you can't control. You have 20 minutes to sit in traffic getting frustrated. So, this is 20 minutes invested in your mental clarity. So, leave your phone at home or at least put it on airplane plane mode. Don't listen to music or podcasts. Don't plan your day or replay yesterday. Just walk. Walk at whatever pace feels right. Fast, slow, doesn't matter. What matters is that you're moving your body and giving your mind permission to wander. And after you walk, ask yourself, what did I observe in nature and in myself? Maybe you noticed how the light hits the trees differently at this time of the day. Or maybe you realized that problem isn't as complicated as you thought. Or maybe you just felt calmer without knowing why. Or maybe you could hear or enjoy the chirping of the birds. All of these observations are valuable. They're your brain's way of saying, thank you for giving me space to breathe. So, walking is the original therapy. No appointments, no insurance, no waiting rooms, just you, your feet, and the path ahead. So, every step you take is a conversation between your body and your mind. Every breath you take while walking is a reminder that solutions don't always come from thinking harder. Sometimes they come from thinking while moving. And observing your breathing makes you feel you are alive. Your mental clarity isn't stuck behind a desk or trapped in your room. It's waiting for you outside, in the rhythm of your footsteps, in the fresh air filling your lungs, in the simple act of putting one foot in front of the other. So your challenge starts today. Take that 20-minute walk, notice what you notice, and trust that clarity will follow. Because when you move your body, you move your mind. And when you move your mind, everything else starts to move too. So the path to mental clarity isn't always linear, but it always begins with a single step. So please take yours. And with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for listening.